Hey, I'm over here at Southland again, and I want to show you some things that we're doing to get ready for this reopening. We're waiting around for this to happen, but as we are, we're putting some of our employees back to work, getting them staffed up again over here, and there's a lot of stuff that we're working on. Let me show you a few things down here on the lane. Now you wouldn't think of this as a big deal, but this vacuum cleaner here, our main man Joey's been back here doing stuff, and these old gutters, you see them, they're kind of really old. You can't really tell from here, but this is the side of the house that he's kind of been working on, and it's been just another one of the things that we're putting together to make it all right, and we will do this more and more as we operate our business. But you know, we're mopping these gutters out and getting everything up and running, shiny, so that your bowling balls don't come back dirty.
97.7. I'm telling you, if you need a serious...
We're putting these hand sanitizers all around the place, different locations where you can get to them real easily. Let's say you're kind of hungry, thirsty, you want to go over here and buy something out of the drinking fountain. Oh, look here. How about a little hand sanitizer first? Get it taken care of. Or you can push the buttons and then come over here and sanitize your hands when you're all done. Let's go over here and get some money out of the ATM machine. Okay, I'm gonna put my card in here. I'm gonna start punching on the buttons. Oop, I'm all done. I got my money. I'm gonna go over here and spend it. Oh, nice. I'm gonna do some hand sanitizer right here on the ATM machine. Now, we'll go down the concourse here and we'll get something to eat out of the vending machine. I'm kind of hungry. Let's see what they have. This one's probably about sold out. It needs to be refilled, but we'll look in here and see. There's a few more items left in there. Okay. I'm gonna go over here and punch the buttons. Yeah, I got what I want here. There it is. Oh man, my fingers, what about that? I don't wanna walk around with that anymore. Let's get some hand sanitizer going. There you go. So we got these things everywhere. There's some down here by the snack bar as well. I'm not gonna walk all the way down there, but let's see if we can zoom in on them. There's one right there. We got another one way back there behind it in the pool table area. You can't see it yet. I haven't hit the right angle. There it comes. There it is. It's back there on the wood wall. And as I said, we've got some over here by the front entrance. Plenty of hand sanitizers. You got to keep your hands clean. And here it is right here by the air hockey table. Now, I don't know what we're doing this week on air hockey when we open on June 1st, or these games. There's maybe a chance that we'll leave the games turned off for a while, or else we'll clean them up real good and put signage on them saying they're clean. But we're looking forward to seeing everybody come out here on June 1st, and we're doing it in a way that keeps everybody safe. We're doing it in a way that we release 2 lanes every 15 minutes. And you can get a lane through our website that way, and you can time it in a way that suits you. Just pick your time and you can show up here. 2 lanes every 15 minutes for 2 hours. That's how we're selling it at first. And we've been receiving a lot of calls. Hey, we've gotten a lot of phone calls about our league bowling, and we've also seen some calls and some reservations already being made for June 1st. Now here's how we're doing it for the open bowling. I've got to explain it to you, and we might have instructions on the website, but it's basically, you go to our website and you click on reserve a lane, and it will reserve a lane for you for 2 hours. We're releasing lanes every 15 minutes, 2 lanes every 15 minutes. the groups are 5 people or less. And so, example, you click on 9 o'clock, 9 a.m., you can get 2 lanes if you want. If you just want 1 lane, you pick 1 lane. But if you had 2 lanes, you'd be spread way out. Okay, the way that we will do this online lane reservation system is we'll be giving out 2 lanes every 15 minutes. And it's going to be every other lane. So we've got 40 lanes, we're only going to utilize 20 of them. This is the June 1st opening date thing that we're doing to get our business open and operate within the parameters of social distancing and only allowing 33% people in the building and so forth. It's going to transfer over to this method, and we've been in contact with BPAA, the Bowling Proprietors Association, which is the national governing body of all the bowling centers in the business. The state association represents 50 bowling centers in the state of Kentucky and over 3,500 bowling centers across the country. And this is the way that they've explained how to do it. And we are in compliance with what they're doing in the social distancing requirements of our local government and places. We're keeping the place safe, we're making it work, and we're looking forward to seeing people out here on the 1st of June. And here's how we're going to do it. We're giving out these lanes as a reservation only. You go onto our website and you click the time that you want to bowl and you click on it. You can still walk into our business here. We're open, we'll be open. You can walk in. We're going to have you walk in the front door like you normally do, and we'll have someone here working at the front counter. And we're going to be putting some shields up here. You call them plastic shields, whatever. They're plexiglass. And you can come up here and maybe see if we have a lane available. If you're not really on the computer, we're going to pretty much direct you to the app to get a lane. So you can come in, and if you need to get into your locker to get a bowling ball, do that, and take precautions of any social distancing, you know. So, as the bowling community and the city get more used to having bowling in their establishments and we're open again, running for a period of time, whether that be a couple weeks or a week or 2, whatever it turns out to be, we'll get real familiar with our flow, our traffic flow, and how we accommodate groups. We've had a lot of groups that would come in here and bowl, and we've got to look and see each case individually as to what kind of plan we would put together for them to participate in the manner in which we need to these days. But as for right now, the simple way to do it is just to go to our website and get one of those lanes for 2 hours, and we'll put you on one of them. And so that over a period of 2 hours, all of our lanes don't get filled up. Our lanes get assigned 2 lanes, and when I say 2 lanes, I don't mean a pair of them. Unless you've got close group, we're not putting people together. I'm talking lane 1 and lane 3. That's a pair. See how far they are apart? In fact, if you're not in the same group, you're going to be even like that. If you're not in the same group and you got 1 lane here, the next group, we're putting them all the way down on lane 40, way down there. And it's going to feel a little bit lonely. Your bowling experience, you're not going to be with a lot of people. But as we get closer to the social distancing norms, we'll have leagues participating. We'll get back to having bowling leagues. And all these bowling leagues will be able to go up on the approach and roll their ball. while the other one waits back here, and then he bowls. It's called bowler's courtesy. We've always done it. All the bowlers do it. We may not be able to sit as close together. Okay, that's the only thing I see. I mean, if we do, these chairs kind of swing out. I don't think I've ever really been elbow to elbow with my bowling buddy. But you know, I'm over here having a conversation with him. Sometimes we have more people than 5 at the table. We cluster up a couple chairs and we all get together. That's probably not going to happen anymore. We're going to have lots of room in here to move around. And it's going to be a unique experience with the leagues when they decide to come back. Here's how I think it'll work. I think that the leagues, just like they do today, we're going to have a suggested league rule format for them to consider. These are guidelines of how we need everything to operate. And we pass that on to the leagues, and they basically agree to it because they've got all their bowlers representing the bowlers want to be safe. They want to be in here and they want to have fun on the lanes, and they want to compete and be with their friends. They want to do it in a responsible way. They won't be giving each other high fives, but maybe someday that'll come back. But anyway, if you have any questions or concerns about how we're going to do things, shoot me an email, send me a message, leave a comment. I know this is dated. I know this is, one day we're going to look at these videos here and all these things we're talking about, and it's just going to be one big history lesson. But basically, just to summarize it, if we're open June 1st, our business would have been closed for what I calculated to be 72 days. Which, if you do the math on that number, it's about 1/3 of a year. So, it's a lot. So take your annual revenue of anything that you're doing. I'm not even going to do the numbers for you here. But just take what you do normally in a year and take 1/3 of it and just say you can't have that anymore. It's not coming in. And then try to operate. And that's what our world's going through, some worse than others. But that's just where we're at with everything, and it's a strange situation. So all we're going to do is make it work. I'm meeting with my bankers and applying for economic loans and whatever we can do to get through this the best way we can. The main thing is we want you, the customer, out here, and we want you to come enjoy bowling with us, and we're going to do everything we can to make it a safe place and a really good place to hang out in a responsible way, just like you always were, and enjoy the sport, the recreation, and the fun of bowling. It's going to be enjoyable. It's been too quiet around here. All I hear is nothing. You hear this? It's nothing. I might have a mechanic back there. I'm going to go check on that. I don't see him, but I thought I heard something. But anyway, it's very quiet in here, isn't it? You start to hear things when you listen. This whole bowling center has always been noisy except for when we're closed. And I'm not in here much when we're closed, but it's not very good. I mean, it's good, but it's just, I know what that noise is. It's the stereo. I've got a bad connection over here. I'll show you what it is. I swear I thought it was somebody in the back hitting the door. It was one of the speakers, because I got this music on while I'm doing this. And I don't have a very good signal. It's one of those internet radios. And we play it over the loudspeakers, and you can hear it right now. It kicks on every now and then. So when I was walking down here, listening to the quietness of the bowling lanes, it set off some sounds. And I thought somebody was back there, but I knew nobody was in here, because those guys left already, and I'm in here all by myself. So anyway, you hear things in a quiet bowling center, and I'm gonna play that back and listen to it next time. Well, we'll see y'all out here soon. How about June 1st? Just pick a time, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. We're reducing our hours a little bit. And currently that's the only way we can operate, is by that reservation system, prepaid. I'm working on a deal with all of the gold members and loyalty people. We'll get something in place here real soon for you, because I know that was an important program. You helped us by being members there, and you helped us by being in our business and bowling a lot. So while we can't redeem any free games right now, I will be looking at something down the road here real soon that'll make it worth your while to be able to redeem something of equal value to what you currently have, either on your membership account, your loyalty account, or your games that are on there. I'm trying to figure out a way to make all that work. Unfortunately, right now, we're not able to operate on giving away things for free. But hopefully that will change. And I'm looking to convert this over into something of higher value for you that you can really use. So there's something that I want to do for everybody. Stay patient with us and we'll work it out together. I'll work it out and we'll get that taken care of for you. So main deal here is we want to get open, and we'll see you out here on June 1st or thereabouts after. And remember, check us out on the website. We'll have the games for you on there to click off, the games, the time. We're doing it by the time. It's 2 hours. And as things change and as people begin to handle themselves differently in large crowds and in our business, we get real comfortable with the way people are coming in and the flows of traffic, we'll be able to introduce other pricing and other arrangements. If you have a league, if you have an organization, a group, let me tell you, I want you to know that we're working on it. And you can feel free to give me an email or send me a text, Danny@collinsbowling.com. And we'll work through your issue. We'll talk about it together. We'll see what works best in the industry, what other bowling centers are doing. We'll put our heads together and make it work. I'd like to get all the leagues back in here bowling, but I'm not allowed to just yet until we have a real solid plan and a proven way to make it work. So we'll be in touch, and we'll talk to you here soon.